Alright guys, so let's take a break from those stupid ecos polls. Poilievre, which is a really good polling website, just updated their federal numbers today, and this is more of a realistic kind of dip that you're seeing with the Conservatives. It's not catastrophic like old Frankie Graves says. The Conservatives here with 231 seats, Liberals with 46, Bloc with 44, NDP with 20. The popular vote projection would be 45 for the Conservatives, so still well within that 50% range. 24% for the Liberals, so a minor spike just like predicted. NDP at 16, they're dropping. Bloc at 7, Green at 3.5, and the People's, ouch, 1.7. So in Ecos, if you go down here, like what they had Atlantic Canada basically voting Liberal by a significant margin. Well, so much for that, because when reality sets back in, what we see here is Atlantic Canada, 23 seats for the Conservatives, only 7 for the Liberals. Liberals are actually in second place in Quebec here, which isn't too shocking, but they're still not winning Quebec either. Ontario, 100 seats to 16 for the Liberals. And then out west, it's just an absolute slaughterhouse. The Prairies provinces, Manitoba and Saskatchewan, 22 seats to 3. Alberta, 36 to 0. In British Columbia, 36 to 1. Yeah. See, this is what happens when people don't take drugs and do polls. This is what happens when you have a pollster who actually knows what they're doing and knows how to read a country. Everyone sees it. Even Nick Nano sees it. But for some reason, Ecos, and we can go over here to the polling averages, and you see here, like, a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, so this is October 2021, so 4 years ago, Liberals were ahead. Okay, and then as we go along here, you see them kind of weave back and forth a little bit here, but the Conservatives have taken a lead. And then if you go all the way up to, say, May, which is right around the time I started this podcast, actually, that's when the Conservatives' lead really started to take shape. And you see the widening of the gap as we go along all throughout the rest of 2023 into 2024. And again, I mean, look at the gap. It's not even close. Everyone knows it. And I don't care if it's Mark Carney or if Justin Trudeau doesn't resign. It doesn't matter. You're seeing the spike here, but again, it's a tiny little spike and a tiny little dip for the Conservatives. And of course, you can see the Ecos polls up here amongst the top of the average. They're the outlier. But even they know that the Conservatives are going to win. They're just manipulating polls. But when we come to a real pollster, someone who has a history of being accurate, especially recently, this is what we're seeing. Right? And this is really kind of nice to see that not everyone's falling for this crap, because a lot of other pollsters, like Nick Nano's, he doesn't have the Liberals right at Ecos, because, I mean, he's not that crazy, but he does have the Liberals around 26, I believe, right now. Let's have a look here. So he's got them at 25, so a little bit higher than Poilievre, but he also has the NDP at 18. And considering Jagmeet Singh, I mean, every time that guy speaks, he just makes a complete idiot of himself and embarrasses him and his cult followers. But that's okay. Let the left-wing pollsters give the Liberals hope. All that really does is motivate people like me. People who are hardcore conservatives. People who are libertarian, populist, centrist. This just motivates us to get out there and vote, because we know that whether it's Trudeau, Freeland, Carney, they're all the same. Nothing's going to change. Things are only going to get worse. And anyone with half a brain knows this. So thankfully, we have people like the Real Albanian Pat on Twitter who made this website. And by the way, in my opinion, this is probably the best polling website. You can see the polls, you can see each riding, you can see the maps, which once this loads up, you'll see exactly how blue all of Canada is. Takes a minute here, but I did this in my last video where I was talking about Jagmeet Singh potentially losing his own riding, which, by the way, he's down by 5 points. But look at this. British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Now, this riding it looks like, oh wow, Manitoba's going NDP, but very, very few people live in this area here, right? You have to go down to Winnipeg, and yeah, the Winnipeg will get some seats here, but most people in Manitoba live around this area. And then Ontario, I mean, look at this. It's just deep blue area, and this is the most populated area in all of Canada. Real pollsters know what's coming to the Liberals. The Liberals don't know what's coming to them because they're stupid, but they'll figure that out soon enough. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that this poll is more accurate than Ecos? I have a feeling I know the answer, but I just always want you guys to roast Ecos in the comment section. I know a lot of you don't want me or anyone to give them attention, but they're a pollster, they're going to get attention anyway, and they should be made fun of. So drop the roast in the comment section. Please don't be shy. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.